It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Wednesday morning, the 4th of June. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather heating up today. Showers should be fairly isolated this afternoon, but rain chances will increase tomorrow and Friday. Let's take a look at the big picture this morning. An MCS, mesoscale convective system, up on top of that heat bubble coming through Iowa and Missouri. A lot of severe weather with that feature yesterday and last night. But the upper high is the feature that will affect us today. The center is still over western Texas, but that's kind of easing in here from the west, and so that should mean a hotter afternoon and fewer showers today. That's a watch warning map. A lot of flash flood warnings over northern Missouri. And also in that zone, a severe thunderstorm watch until 11 o'clock this morning for parts of Missouri and Illinois. That includes St. Louis with that MCS rolling on through there. This is the convective outlook for today and tonight. There's a slight risk over the western high plains and north of Alabama. A risk of severe weather for all of Kentucky and a pretty good part of Tennessee. The higher severe weather possibilities are basically centered over the state of Kentucky, where damaging winds are the primary threat. And then tomorrow, we've got the slight risk into extreme northwest Alabama. The storms in advance of the surface boundary could pack a punch. We've got the low-end 5% severe weather possibilities for the entire northern half of the state. And the main risk would be small hail and strong gusty winds, or maybe a wet microburst or two tomorrow afternoon. And then on day 3, which is Friday, we've got a slight risk, the standard risk for parts of north and west Alabama, basically from Huntsville down to about Demopolis and points west. And we'll dive into this as we go into modeling. This is the rain for the next 5 days. Some really big numbers over the heartland. 8.1 inches, the bullseye around Joplin, Missouri. And some good rains down into Oklahoma and parts of north and west Texas where they could really use it. That's fantastic. Where they've had, drought conditions there for a long time. And around here, the amounts taper off from nearly 2 inches near the Tennessee border down to about 1 inch here in Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Anniston, Gadsden, then down to hardly any for the Gulf Coast. Your beach-bound weather down there looks pretty good for the next 5 days. We are watching the tropics. The guys at NHC have identified that little disturbance in the Bay of Campeche with a 10% chance of developing in the short term. And again, the models have hinted at this, but I don't think that bothers us at all. And again, we'll take a look at this in modeling. The GFS, the old global forecast system, valid today at 1 o'clock Central Time. This is at 500 millibars. Upper high centered over Texas. It's stretched out across the deep south. Down below that, could there be a storm today? Yes, but we think they will be very widely spaced and mainly on the eastern side of the state if they form. That's the high-res NAM at 7 o'clock this evening. It'll be interesting to see the radar if it verifies that, and it won't, but it's got like one isolated shower down over Randolph County this evening at 7. We'll check the radar and compare things. But whatever. Most locations dry. Upper 80s today. It could be one of the warmest days this year. Birmingham has failed to reach 90 this year, which is pretty remarkable. The average first 90 here is May 23rd, and this is June 4th. Okay, this is tomorrow. Here comes our front. You can see a band of showers and storms entering North Alabama. Initially, the storm's going to be over the Tennessee Valley, and they'll sink down toward Birmingham and Tuscaloosa, Anniston, Gadsden late tomorrow or tomorrow night. This is the high-res NAM, 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, suggesting a few showers and storms around. And if we do see a high around 90, and I'm not sure we hit 90 tomorrow, probably upper 80s, still the air should be fairly unstable as the upper high retreats, and we'll be watching for a few storms up there to be pretty strong. Now, Friday, the front just kind of loses its push. It stalls out. So Friday will be a day with scattered, maybe numerous showers and storms. The sky cloudy at times and a high, again, I'd say upper 80s. Not going to rain all day, but it certainly could rain at any time. This is Saturday as the weekend begins. The front washes out, but the moisture axis stays in place. So again, we'll see scattered showers and storms. And there could even be a morning shower in spots. And again, I think the high would be in the upper 80s. And this is Sunday. The GFS has continued to hint that ridge wants to kind of creep back in here from the west, with the showers thinning out, especially on the western side of the state. But certainly there'll be some risk of a storm Sunday afternoon, especially from Birmingham east. High would be close to 90 if the upper ridge noses in here. And here's Monday of next week. You can see ripples of energy not too far away and a surface boundary approaching from the north, so there could be an increase in the number of showers and storms on Monday. This is Tuesday. The front never makes it down here. We stay in a moist air mass with scattered showers and storms, and pretty much the same thing on Wednesday. And again, I would say highs next week, 87 to 90. And down to the south, the potential tropical depression type feature is approaching South Florida. And for us, we've talked about this. The SSTs are pretty cool. We've still got upper 70s up here, and the winds aloft would be fairly harsh for this. So if we have any issues, more than likely it's going to be a lot of rain for the southern part of Florida toward the middle of next week with this broad tropical system. But we'll be watching for trends. This is the next day, June 12th. Feature continues moving northeast, east of Alabama. We'll check the end of the forecast, June the 19th. And again, the good news, no, big, nasty 594 heat bubble anywhere. There is an upper ridge over the southwest United States, but around here, looks very typical, warm, muggy, with a few scattered showers and storms. No sign of any super-duper excessively hot weather. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock today. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.